Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. While markets overnight are sharply unchanged. I think yesterday we saw a big sell-off in the corn, beans, and wheat, especially in the beans and wheat after the private estimate of U.S. 2014 acres showed an increase in bean acres and wheat acres and a decline in corn. Overnight, not a lot of news. We've got export sales. We expect bean sales to be below what they were last week, although we are hearing that China is picking around for a few cargoes of U.S. beans for February, just in case something happens in Brazil and they are not able to harvest and move their crop into the ports and out the export facilities in a timely basis. As far as South American weather is concerned, it looks like, especially in Brazil, the long-range maps are better with more chances of more rain, which is good for the crops but bad for prices. Over in the corn, sales should be on the low side as we, number one, lack the export capacity to be aggressive sellers until maybe January and February when we start slowing the soybean export pace. But also, right now the buyers are not aggressively, they may be thinking that if the USDA raises the U.S. corn supply in January, the prices might go lower. Over in the wheat market, we did see that some buyers bought non-U.S. origin wheat overnight. This continues to be a concern about U.S. wheat export demand, and one of the reasons why wheat prices continue to spiral lower. We do look for next year normal crops and globally, and that should offer some more resistance to the wheat. Besides that private estimates of U.S. 2014 acres, they also put out some estimates for 2014 world crops. Soybean crops are about the same as this year, as we get a little bit bigger U.S. crop, and by 2015 we might see just a little bit lower South American crops. Over in the corn, just a slight drop in corn production, maybe here in the United States and the EU, but could see some little bit increases elsewhere in the world. And in the wheat, a little bit drops maybe in Canada from their record numbers and things of that nature, but the U.S. crop should be a little bit bigger, and so should the European crop. So in all, we look at first guesstimates out of the box for 2014 crops to be about unchanged from this year, which should weigh on prices. As always, the key to factor on where the crops finally are made is weather. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.